That's my wife's 98 Honda. I got to change the idle air control valve, which is, I don't know if you see it, but it's right there. See that little white cap? That's the idle air control valve. So underneath the bottom, you got to take the throttle body. You want to take all this off here, the throttle body, which is not hard. There's 4 bolts here and here, which you just got to unplug everything and pop it off. I'm gonna take it off and clean it. Her dad did it a while back when it was her mom's car. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm gonna take it off and look at it and then see if the magnet in there, that's how it turns. It's got a magnet and a little solenoids, and then the electrical spins the magnet and then opens and closes the valve inside there. And carbon will build up and stop them up. So you can take them off, take some brake cleaner, clean them out real good and put them back on it, and then they, you know, sometimes they go back to working and check engine light to go off. But we're gonna try that, you know. I'm not even quite sure if that's really what's wrong, but her car's having a hard time idling. It wants to die once she comes to a stop. And there's 2 things. You got the idle control valve, idle air control valve, and the idle position sensor, which is right here. So, you know, just going through and doing a little you know, testing or whatever you want to call it, knocking it off. That's the 2 things I can think of what will make this car idle funny. So I can clean that, and then if the check engine light goes off, then we know it's that. If it's still acting up, then it's going to go towards the idle position sensor. So just kind of checking everything off, which ain't bad. If you go to the parts house, the idle air control valve is quite expensive. So is the idle position sensor, but you can order them off. Both of them you can get off, order them, and they're like $67. I looked for the throttle position sensor and the idle air control valve. I can get both of them for $67, free shipping. So, you know, time I pay tax and all, it'd still be under 80 bucks. In the parts house, I called. They want $127 without tax, so it'll be $130 something for this damn valve. I was like, Jesus. So anyways, I'm going to check them off and clean it out and see what happens. All right, let me get my stuff out. I kind of catch you up where I'm at. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward, you know. Unplug everything. Mine's got 2 hoses down at the bottom that looks like I could be able to get to pretty easy to get them off. And yeah, you got these 4 bolts here and here, here and here, and that's it. And then you pop it off. Now, let me get back busy and get this off. Boom, that's all she wrote right there. These 2 hoses right here. This one you can get to pretty easy. I had to pull, you know, unbolt it, raise it up before I could get to the clamp on this hose right here. Like I said, easy peasy. Let me go get a rag and put down there. Just be careful of your gasket when you're doing this, that way you don't mess it up. Gasket still looks real good. So yeah, all right, let me get a rag, put it in the hole, make sure that goes down in there. I'm gonna, right here is the idle air control valve, and it's just held on by 4 Phillips head screws, and then pop it off and clean it out. This little part comes off with 2 screws here. You pull this out, and that's where the little magnet is right there. That's how it spins it. All right, let me go get a rag and we'll pop this off. I'll show you where I'm at. All right, that's where it goes right there. I cleaned that out. I took some brake cleaner, caliper cleaner, and cleaned this little valve out right here. There it is right there. There's the little magnet I was talking about. It works, and it was sticky just a little bit. Excuse me. But it was opening and closing. You can see I cleaned it up. It's kind of a little shiny in that fit, you know. I don't know. It took a little bit of pressure to move it, but it moved. But now it's way easy. And from what I look up, it could throw this code from this little motor right here. You know, if it takes too much pressure, it's sending too much juice to this, and then that's what throws you your code. But I cleaned it out, and it's moving pretty good. But I mean, this little piece can go bad, this motor here, so I don't know, we'll see. But that way you know what you're looking at. You know, you need to pop this off, which are these two little screws here, to get to this magnet to the end here. That way you can move it around. It's not going to move all the way around. It's only like, I think, 170 degrees it will turn, and it doesn't, you know, that's about it right there. Open, close, close, open, close, open. So we'll see. All right, let me put this back together. Well, it's hard to see past the unicorn finger and one up mushroom, but right there is where the check engine light should be on that. I undid the battery and let it sit for a minute to reset the computer to see, you know, make sure, but we're gonna let it run and see if the engine light comes back on. But as it stands now, it is off, and I hope it stays off. That it was that simple. All right, let me get back busy and let this thing run. I gotta put antifreeze in it too. Yeah. See, I got it in gear, got the you know, transmission pressure on the motor, and the temp's coming up, but it's in park. I mean, it's, oh, there was a little. Well, I brought it back up. Maybe we down. I don't know. I think I'll order a new one anyways and just go on and replace it. I mean, it seems to be working. You can tell the temp's coming up. The thermostat should be opening up, so the water should be getting in there soon. And I think I'll just replace it anyways. It seems like it's working, but I don't like that the fact that it's fluctuating a little bit. The motor could be bad or going bad, getting a little weak. So, like I said, for how inexpensive it is, like I said, I think I'll just go on and order one and replace it. So as it stands right now, that nothing's leaking under there, because, you know, water runs out of the hose into the bottom right here out of this one. So yeah, so everything's looking good there. Put a little bit more antifreeze in there, but yeah, I think all in all we got this figured out. And like I said, it wasn't that hard. I was only out here about, you know, an hour and a half or so. It didn't even take me 30 minutes or so, but I took a little extra time cleaning everything. Cleaned inside the intake here a little bit. Just went in there with a rag, didn't spray a whole bunch of stuff down in it. I just cleaned it up with a rag, got some of the carbon building off of it. Same thing with the here with the throttle body. So maybe that's got everything, and then we're good to go. So I think that's about it for today. I don't have none of my stuff in for the Mustang. We ordered parts, I ordered casting camber plates. I don't know the hold up on it. It's taking forever. I ordered new lights and everything for our trailer over there. They're supposed to be in the 27th is what I was hoping. Like I said, that maybe we get down to a racetrack this weekend, do a little testing and tuning, since there was some nice races going on. No dice. They're supposed to be in the 27th of this month, and then now they're put off to the 27th of next month. They won't be here until July the 27th, and I was just like, whoa, I don't know what happened, but they got pushed way off. So did my casting camera place. It's supposed to be in last week, and they're not going to be in for another 2 weeks, I think is what I talked to them. They apologized, said they're behind, you know, because of the COVA. So it is what it is. But all right, let me finish wrapping this up. All right, there we go. It's idling smooth. I like that. No leaks, no nothing. I had got no check engine light on. The only thing really left to do is to drive it. Let's check this engine light and see. But it is off, so I'm not going to drive it. My wife's car hates me. Every time I drive it, something else tears up on it. So I'm going to stay out of it and let her drive it. My daughter has got to go to work here soon, so she'll be gone. And then my wife can just back this out and take off, so they ain't even have to do a whole lot of car shuffle for that. So yeah, I think I'm about done. That's about all I can do. I mean, this is easy peasy stuff, man. Easy peasy. Just unplugging all the sensors. Two air lines right there, which these are water lines right here. One air, one water goes in there, and that's really about it, man. Take off your air tube and easy peasy. You know, I got everything running. About all I got to do today. I'm waiting on parts. There's nothing I can do about it. Trailer lights ain't come in. The Mustang parts haven't come in, so I'm kind of just dead in the water. So I'm just gonna wash cars. So I got a bunch to wash. I got everything running. My Mustang, the Mustang's running. My mama's truck. I got the Trans Am running in the garage. So let all those warm up, and really about all I got. So all right, well, I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll holler at y'all taters later.